representing Manipur, make some noise for Chungreng, the Indian Rhino, Koren!
In the unforgiving world of mixed martial arts, staying at the top is often harder than getting there. Reigning MFN Bantamweight champion, Chungreng, the Indian Rhino Koren, steps into his new role with clarity and determination as he prepares to make his first title defense, one that could define his legacy against a proven contender from across the eastern border, Nepal's Rabindra Dhant. In the co-main event, blue-chip prospect Sonam Zomba puts her 6-fight win streak on the line as she faces a devastating striker in the form of the undefeated Russian Anna Safeeva for the strawweight championship. A seasoned striker with no losses on her record, Safeeva is a true test for the Arunachali native at proving to the world at large that she belongs at the top of the MFN women's division.
Oh, nice!
Going all in like get rid of these breaks. Now I ain't never gonna break. Double my pace till I go down one of the greats. Hey, one of the greats, whatever it takes, whatever it takes.
And in a featured fight, it's the return of one of the most feared finishers in Indian MMA, Abdul Azim Badakshi, as he answers the challenge of a former 2-time champion from Germany, Mert Özyildirim, in a showdown you won't want to miss.
It's just incredible! This was his chance. This is his moment.
For their 17th installment, the Indian MMA leader once again returns to the fight capital of the country, Delhi-NCR. And as a special treat for the fans, MFN is putting on not 1, but 2 titles on the line. But before the best in the business touch down for fight night, we take you on a journey through the strategy, preparation, and mindset of these elite athletes. From behind, the MFN Battlelines.
We are live from Delhi, where we play host to the greatest mixed martial arts organization to come out of the wonderful, wonderful country of India.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to MFN once again. It's time!
Delhi is the fight capital of our country. It's the Vegas of India when it comes to the fight culture. I'm always excited to go back to Delhi. I think, this is one of the biggest cards we've had till date with some of the biggest stars. And there would be no better place than Delhi to do it.
Well, I can say it. This is Asia's biggest promotion for mixed martial arts. And it's MFN and everyone is here.
Getting back to Delhi is a no-brainer actually. The energy these guys bring, they know the fight game. They are true fans of the sport.
And we have one heck of an amazing fight card in front of us tonight.
To make a name in one of the most stacked divisions in Indian MMA is no feat for the meek. Rising from the crossfire, MFN17 will see the return of the new king of the Bantamweights, Chungreng, the Indian Rhino Koren.
Oh, right hand. Nice hard shot.
Chungreng is one of my favorite fighters, of course. I've seen the boy come up the hard way, and he doesn't let anything pull him down ever. He's got great attitude.
Thank you, मेरे सभी मेरे भाई लोग. मैं कुछ नहीं है. आप लोगों ने सपोर्ट करके आप लोगों ने फेमस कराया मेरे को. खेती का काम का बंदा है, गांव का बंदा है, और आप लोगों ने बहुत फेमस कराया. बहुत शुक्रिया मेरा.
Matrix Fight Night, we've always believed in Chungreng. We have such high expectations and high hopes from him, big plans for him. His style is very much the style that I believe wins fights these days. He's that pressure fighter. He's extremely dominant. He's not just a pressure fighter, but when he gets you in that position, he also knows how to finish you in that position, right? He's a grinder, yeah. So I do believe he's exciting to watch and a great representation of an MFN champion.
his first title defense. Koren faces an assassin from across the eastern border. 26-year-old Rabindra Dhant is no stranger to the bright lights, having fought in several international promotions. The 8-1 challenger from Nepal knows how to finish fights on the feet and on the ground, and is on the hunt for the Indian Rhino.
My husband found Rabindra. He's become a big MMA fan, an MFN fan, dare I say. Rabindra just won his fight at Brave in spectacular fashion. And Jackie happened to see it, and he was like, you should get this kid on MFN, you know. And we reached out to his coach and we said, would you be interested in coming to MFN? So he was like, you bet.
He's a young 25-year-old beast in my eyes. I can't even say it in words. You will have to see it in his next fight, what the rest period was, Vanilla. That's not for me to say, that's for him to show.
बच्चा है, ठीक है, थोड़ा सा स्ट्राइकिंग ठीक है, ग्राउंड तो मेरा लेवल तो नहीं है, ठीक है, बंदा तो अच्छा है, हम्बल है, कुछ नहीं बोल सकता, भाई बहुत अच्छा है, रविंद्र दत्त अच्छा है, बस अंदर जाएगा तो फिनिशिंग करना है, ये इसको मेरे दिमाग में है, पहले इसका ब्रेन को तोड़ता है, इसका दिमाग पहले तोड़ेगा ना, इसको आराम से जीत सकता है, बॉडी तो कुछ भी करो चलेगा, और दिमाग वीक हो गया, मेरे को इंडिया के लिए जान लेने के लिए रेडी हूँ, कोई दिक्कत नहीं।
With dynamite in his fists and feet, Dhant is itching to spoil the party as he looks to dethrone Chungreng Koren in the most spectacular way possible.
You know, I think Chungreng as the main event against Rabindra, it worked out really well. Rabindra is coming from his last fight at Brave, had a solid first round TKO finish against his opponent, and riding off that momentum, you know, coming in against Chungreng, who's, I'd say, one of the best fighters we have on the MFN roster.
In 2021, Koren burst onto the scene with a thrilling, hard-fought war against the always dangerous and terrifying Angad Bisht. A bruising puncher with a ground game to match, Bisht came with a unique set of challenges that Koren had to overcome if he was to continue his journey as a professional mixed martial artist.
Fire and Angad. Oh, 10 seconds. Oh, wow. Big shot. My God.
And although the fight ultimately went to the judges' scorecards, with Koren suffering his first loss in a close split decision, it was clear that the Indian Rhino had what it takes to stand toe-to-toe with a seasoned veteran like Bisht.
दिमाग से मेरा दिल से डर नहीं है, पर हार गया तो हार गया, बट कभी मैं नहीं डरता किसी जगह, हाँ फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता, और इसमें ट्रक में आगे मेरे को ठोक दो कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, मैंने हाँ बोल दिया तो चलो ऐसे।
Life hasn't always been easy for the Manipur native. With a lifetime's worth of training in a grueling sport like wrestling, he found himself burdened with politics that one needs to navigate to make it to the higher echelons in wrestling. Once he started in the sport of MMA, it was a homecoming of sorts. With a short stint training and fighting out of Bangalore, Koren finally moved to New Delhi, where everything began to click.
ब्रदर ये तो सच बोलेगा तो बहुत चैलेंजिंग था इसके टाइम में, मैंने सब काम किया, खेती वगैरह किया और मिस्त्री वगैरह किया मैंने, जोगाली सब, ताल्स वगैरह भी बोलेगा तो मैं कर सकता है आपके घर में, हाँ पेंटिंग वगैरह सब कुछ। मैं भी बहुत इसके टाइम में जॉब के लिए बहुत मिला, आर्मी वगैरह के लिए ट्राई भी किया, लास्ट में तो नहीं हुआ।
Time spent away from the family is never easy. But MMA demands sacrifice of its athletes on the altar of greatness.
अभी भी वीडियो कॉल करूँगा ना, ग्राउंड एंड पाउंड मार के दिखाएगा इसको, मेरा MFN का ग्लव्स पहनेगा, बिलो लेगा, इसको पापा देख आप जैसा मार रहा हूँ ये ऐसे करता है।
After a long and hard journey, it was here in the famed Warriors Cove Academy, alongside head coaches Ashwin Hoon and Mohit Chawla, that Koren finally realized his potential. His rise to the top has been nothing short of spectacular. As after his first loss, the Rhino went on a tear, handing out savage ground and pound beatdowns to Aman Saini and Manish Mahanta.
Chungreng is landing punches non-stop. He's throwing hammer strikes, elbows. He's just landing shots non-stop, and Manish is not doing anything at all. This is it, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ref Abhishek called a stop to the fight to the very first round, declaring the winner, TKO, Chungreng Koren!
हारना तो नहीं चाहिए, पहले मैं एक बार हार गया, इसके लिए इसमें हार गया तो मेरा लाइफ ख़त्म हो गया। मैं सोच रहा था इसके लिए इसको कभी ना कभी कुछ करके मैं तो जीतना है, ऐसा करके जीत भी गया।
The thing with Chungreng is when the lights come on, Chungreng shows up. And his game plan is the same no matter what.
I think if you look at where he comes from and the life he's lived, the moment he steps in there, like it's truer for him than for most other people that this guy's trying to take food off my plate.
It wasn't until he was matched up with a bona fide test in Chaitanya Gavali that people finally started to take notice. A seasoned veteran with international experience, Gavali was not going to be an easy challenge. Having fought all over the country and then some, Gavali was going to offer the defining moment, set to prove if Chungreng deserved to stand with the division's best. But, as it is with champions, Koren was at his relentless best. With having secured a reputation of a violent finisher, Chungreng was going to be granted a shot at the interim title against a sniper in Mohammad Farhad.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the co-main event, for the interim belt, Chungreng Koren and Mohammad Farhad.
एक्सपीरियंस बंदा के साथ दिया मैं भी खुश हैं ताकि मैं भी आगे जा सकता है।
Farhad has ridiculous international experience. We knew that no matter how tired he is, he's always dangerous. So Chungreng was ready and prepared for that. We had done our homework well.
सेकेंड राउंड में फिनिश करने के लिए सोच रहा था और भाई भी बहुत अच्छा है और डिफेंस भी बहुत अच्छा है इसका।
Koren wore down the always tough Farhad to hand him his second loss by TKO in the fourth round.
The Indian Rhino, Chungreng Koren!
अरे बहुत ये तो बोल नहीं सकता, इतना खुश था मैं, बहुत खुश था। I'm so happy.
The champion represents the promotion. He never backs down from a fight.
With the interim title in hand, it was time for the Indian Rhino to take on the challenge of one of India's most feared grapplers, Kantharaj Agasa, for the undisputed championship at MFN17 in Delhi.
पहले हम लोग एक साथ ट्रेनिंग करता है और एक साथ खाना खाता है, वो बहुत प्यार भी करता हो इस भाई को, हम लोग भी बहुत हेल्प करता है इस आउटसाइड में जाने की तरह। मैंने सोच रहा फाइट लो ना लो, फाइट लो ना लो, इसने बोला, इसने एक्सेप्ट कर लिया, ठीक है भाई ने एक्सेप्ट कर लिया तो मैं भी एक्सेप्ट।
Chungreng's got a very explosive, controlling wrestling style, but you've got the judo. Like, do you think that kind of negates it and maybe it plays out on the feet?
I feel I'm better than him in wrestling or judo anything. This is the thing what making interesting between us. I know he's young, he has a lot of explosive, but I have a experience and then I have a skill better than him. I feel that. This is going to be a Paisa Vasul show, that's it.
The air is thick, my friend, as we get ready for this main event. Big left hook.
I'm super impressed by Koren's ability to grapple with Kantharaj.
That's for both fighters, swing and miss.
He's out wrestling Kantha, 100%.
Yeah.
He's got Kantha on the ground, I can't believe it.
There we go. Takedown by Koren. Big shots. I mean, those elbows are horrible. Koren asking him to defend himself. Another here is in the bag that he's going to like. He needs to watch out for the shot to the head. Up this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was an assault. The new MFN Battlelines champion of the world, the Indian Rhino, Chungreng Koren!
On August 2nd, Delhi will once again be the battleground for elite fighters from around the world as the Indian MMA leader returns for MFN17. In the co-main event, the women will once again take center stage. Looking for her first shot at MFN Gold, the pride of Arunachal Pradesh, Sonam Zomba, will face undefeated Russian striker Anna Safeeva in this pivotal matchup.
I am glad to have the opportunity to test my strength on the international stage and become a champion.
It's really important because this will be one of my biggest achievement. अभी तो जीतना ही है, पूरा इंडियन रिप्रेजेंट कर रही हूँ, जैसे भी करके खेलना है, अच्छा खेलना है ऐसे टाइप.
Sonam is an elite striker.
Sonam काफी dominant performance दिखाते हुए और ये देखिए किस प्रकार domination मारते हुए.
Honestly, you know, after Pooja Tomar, I do believe Sonam Zomba is the next big thing coming out of Indian women's MMA especially. She's currently ranked #1 in South Asia in the strawweight division. I actually just saw that on Tapology today, so that's an amazing achievement. Anna is a very appropriate opponent for her because she's currently a champion in Russia. She's defended her belt in the promotion she fights at 3 times. She's undefeated. She's on a 5-fight win streak. So, you know, it's a great challenge for Sonam, but I think it's also, at the same time, it's a very equal matchup. They're both very dominant.
I have a positive view of Indian mixed martial arts. I believe they have great potential. I am the champion of the Nashidelo League in Russia, and as soon as we were given this opportunity, we immediately agreed to this fight.
Originally from the far eastern state of Arunachal Pradesh, Sonam has called Guwahati, Assam, her second home for the last 7 years. Training out of the famed Bidang MMA gym, Zomba has since then rattled off 6 straight wins against increasingly difficult competition.
पढ़ाई कर रही थी तो मेरा एक दोस्त था, वो यहाँ पे करती थी, मतलब बिदांग में करती थी. फिर उसने मुझे बिदांग के बारे में बताया. फिर मैं सोचा सेल्फ डिफेंस भी सीख लूँगी, थोड़ा पतला हो जाऊँगी, कर लेती हूँ. और यहाँ पे मतलब स्पारिंग होता था, बीजेजे होता था, तो बहुत नया था और मतलब लगा कि एक्चुअली मैं कुछ फाइट का कुछ कर रही हूँ, तो मतलब बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग था. MMA एक्चुअली में बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग है.
वो बहुत मेहनत करने वाली थी पहले से ही, डे 1 से. जब भी मुझे याद है, जहाँ तक मुझे याद है, आज की टाइम में भी मैं पूरा करियर में सोनम के साथ मेहनत करने वाली लड़की मैंने कभी नहीं देखी. अभी सोनम हंगरी है, अभी उसको MFN वर्ल्ड चैंपियन बनना है, तो ये उसका मेंटालिटी में बहुत मतलब चेंजेस आया है.
Yes, of course. We watched Sonam's fight. She is a versatile fighter, works both in stand-up and grappling, but I don't think she can surprise us with anything. Of course, this is our international debut, but we will come and take our belt.
In preparation for an elite striker like Anna, Coach Babajit has arranged for Sonam to spar with state and national level boxers at the Sports Authority of India's Center for Excellence.
I feel really lucky to be honest, like because sir का ये game में experience भी है और उनका मतलब कि techniques and everything बहुत like high level है और वो खुद बाहर जाके training करते हैं फिर आके हमें सिखाता है तो मेरा life में actually अभी सिर्फ 3 ही चीज़ है खाओ training करो सो जाओ No.
Do you have time for anything else?
No, sorry.
No? And you don't mix that like so with digit of friends and doing other things but also the little
like sometimes I feel like like when the camps are very tough I see people and I feel like मेरे को ये करना है फिर then I remember you want to become a champion then you have to be something like you have to do something else you have to sacrifice many things you have to think like a champion you have to like इनसे अलग करना पड़ेगा तभी तुम champion बनोगे
For her MFN debut, Sonam was matched up with the formidable Jojo Rajkumari, the owner of the most terrifying knockout in Indian women's MMA.
MFN काफी इंडिया का सबसे बड़ा प्रमोशन है फिर लकीली एक चांस मिल गया था then I grabbed it
After dismantling Jojo, Sonam would handily dispatch Rashmi Jain in the very first round of MFN 13.
And I think what really sets her apart, especially in the women's division, is the fact that she's a finisher.
Sonam was now ready for the next level. Enter Singapore's Shi Yan Tan. With a 3-1 record, she was supposed to be Zomba's toughest test to date. An international opponent with experience under her belt, Tan was looking to make a statement, but alas, it was not to be.
What's the back?
It's a back and she might be looking to sink in that choke. She's got it.
She's just lying there.
Oh, lets her opponent know that she's not. Oh,
her game is complete. It's a complete package.
She's making her carry her weight, and those elbows. It's a good thing the elbow hit the side. The use of
and bring up the damage to her face. On one side, she's.
I mean, the referee is looking on closely. I mean, come on. I mean, that's this fight can be stopped, and the referee saved Shi Yan Tan. Up the finger off.
That's a great stop. Merciful. Good stop by the ref. That's why Herb is one of the OGs of the game.
MFN 17 will also see the return of one of Afghanistan's most fearsome and proven finishers, Abdul Azim Badakshi. With a campaign of dominance stretching back to 2013, Badakshi has been sending hapless souls to the shadow realm with extreme prejudice.
He's a finisher, he fights for the fans. For him, it's the mindset is genuinely kill or be killed. He's never looking to go the distance, and that's what makes him so entertaining and exciting. Every time he fights, there's always like a big fight feeling to it, because he comes with so much of a fan following, he comes with that entertainment package. I genuinely believe, he's just an all-rounder.
A potent kickboxer with a killer instinct, he will be looking to get back on the winning track against a tough, experienced veteran in Mert Özyildirim from Germany.
I would describe Mert's fighting style as a high pressure, high volume, going forward style.
I'm really looking forward for the fight. I like to be the underdog. I like to go to enemy territory. I can promise that I put a really good show and a hard fight.
So Mert is a super strong grappler, You know, when an opponent's constantly in your face and not giving you time to think, it makes it that much more of a challenge and that much harder, you know. Badakshi, on the other hand, he's been ranked #1 in South Asia for a reason, you know, not just in his division, but overall. I don't see that one going the distance.
The man is a consummate deal closer, with all but one of his 14 wins coming by vicious finish. His stint in the MFN saw him deliver one of the quickest and most brutal knockouts in the history of the promotion, an 18-second drubbing of Hae-Jin Park.
The crowd's big knee immediately. Pulls guard and elbow. He's over. He's over. Wow! Abdul Badakshi has done it.
Followed by a dominant decision over Brazilian Fabrício Oliveira, and another nasty KO of Marcelo Guerrilla.
He's done. Marcelo is done. It's over. It's over.
इतना जब मैं जीत गया इतना ज़्यादा मैं फोकस नहीं किया लाइफ में ट्रेनिंग के लिए। जब मैं हार गया उसके बाद मैं बहुत फोकस किया कि नहीं और मेहनत करना है, कुछ कमी है मेरा फाइट के लिए, कुछ कमी है मेरा लाइफ के लिए। फिर मुझे खुद को डिसिप्लिन रखना है, मुझे खुद मेहनत करना है। तो मैं फाइटर हूँ, अगर मेरा कुछ खबी भी होता है, कॉर्नर भी होता है, अगर मैं मेहनत नहीं करता मुझे जितना पुश करते कुछ फ़ायदा नहीं है। तो मुझे जो एक काम मुझे पसंद है सब रिस्पेक्टफुल है, बहुत अच्छा लोग है, सब लोग लाइक हिज फैमिली। स्पारिंग पार्टनर आपको बहुत हेल्प करते हैं, जो तुम आपका दोस्त होते हैं, जो आपका स्पारिंग पार्टनर होते हैं, आपको बहुत हेल्प करते हैं।
Finishing up his camp at the famed Mutant MMA in Dehradun, Badakshi is looking to bounce back in a big way after losing the featherweight title to the equally fearsome Sanjit Boudoir. In a fight that he was winning handily, all it took was a single lapse of focus, and Badakshi ate a nasty left hook that sent him crashing to the mat.
फाइट हारना जीतना है, लाइफ ऐसा है, मेरा टाइम नहीं था। अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह दिस इज फाइट, दिस इज लाइफ, क्योंकि इसके खातिर तो गॉड को पता है क्या करना है क्या नहीं करना है। अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह जो भी होता है, लॉस्ट विन, अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह। और मेरा थोड़ा हिंदी अच्छा नहीं है, सॉरी।
मैं वही कहने वाला था, आपने अपनी हिंदी पे भी बहुत मेहनत की है लग रहा है।
अच्छा।
After some time off from competition, he returns with a renewed vigor and will be looking to make an example of his German opponent.
You know, Mert is also a two-time champion in the promotion that he comes from in Germany. He's actually been a lot more active than Badakshi. He's, I think, had 2 fights in the past couple of months, to be honest. And his last fight, he came out on top. He got the win. So I think he's coming with that momentum into this. And I think it's going to be a great, entertaining fight.
So Badakshi is a good fighter. I think he's very aggressive. He's long. He's a striking specialist. And I think he will have a lot of motivation and a lot of energy because he's fighting in front of his home crowd. But at the same time, I also think that his best days are over. I saw that he was not so active recently, and this is usually a bad sign when a fighter is not competing regularly. So this is one thing, but of course we will not underestimate him. We're expecting a hard fight, a tough fight, but trust me, we found some holes in his game, and we try to go inside there and bring the win home back to Germany, baby.
मैं अभी वॉल्स को बंद किया, वॉल्स को मैं बंद किया, वॉल्स को मैं अलाउ नहीं करता हूँ, मैं उसका वॉल्स में जाता हूँ मैं।
5 years and 16 shows down, Matrix Fight Night has firmly established itself as not only the top promotion in India, but one of the premier promotions in the region.
Now, after 16 shows, you know, I live and breathe the sport, and I wouldn't be doing anything else. I love this job that I do, and when I see our fighters do so well, see the fans, it's redemption, complete redemption.
Now introducing so much international talent and having them go up against them and seeing where they fare up and how they fare up is a great testament to Indian MMA. And I'm looking forward to seeing how some of the best guys from our country fare up against very, very talented prospects from across the world.
As for Sonam Zomba, I think she's a versatile fighter. Well, everything else will be shown in the fight.
Watch, support, enjoy. I'm sure it will be interesting.
उसका अच्छा रिकॉर्ड है, 5-0 रिकॉर्ड है, चैंपियन है वो भी, नासी दिलों का चैंपियन है, 3 टाइम्स चैंपियन है, तो शी इज़ ऑल्सो गुड, बट मैं भी कम नहीं हूँ।
सोनम एक कंप्लीट एमएमए फाइटर है, उसका स्ट्राइकिंग नेक्स्ट लेवल है, उसका रेसलिंग, उसका ग्राउंड नेक्स्ट लेवल है। मैं ये नहीं बोलूँगा कि कैसे फिनिश होंगे, बट आई एम 100% श्योर सोनम ये फाइट फिनिश करेंगे।
लोग क्या बोलता है, मैं इंडिया के लिए जान दूंगा। नहीं, इंडिया के लिए हम लोग खड़ा होना है, जान लेके आना है। ये जय हिंद, जय भारत। ये
On August 2nd, MFN returns to Greater Noida with a roster of the best talent in the country and from abroad to showcase their champions and put on an unforgettable night of mixed martial arts action.